go.
What was that?
You just took a flash.
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, maybe it was a picture. Maybe we were speeding. I don't know.
It was
All right, so good morning. I just got up here in Wroclaw, Poland, getting ready to head to breakfast downstairs to the hotel, and then we're gonna go out and explore Birthplace, where my mom was actually born. Well, again, it was Bernstadt, Germany back then, but now is Birthplace, Poland. So let me show you outside the windows real quick. It's actually kind of a beautiful area. Let's see here. Open this all the way up. Yeah, I think there's lots of like old churches around here. You can tell like the old cobblestone roads, which there was not a lot of parking on last night. So luckily I got to the EV parking in the parking garage down below the hotel. All right, I'm gonna head off to breakfast. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. There's not really like a city center that I see.
Well, when he showed
I mean,
me,
there is, but like not
Right.
like a square, like a capital type thing, or
right, there was like a, where he took pictures of it, was like a square, a little town square.
Okay.
And off of that was, I think, where the church was.
Yeah.
Now turn left onto Wrocław. Now turn left to stay on Wrocław. Now your destination is on the right.
That looks like a square there.
Yeah, that's the one you were pointing out. 'Cause there's that clock tower. That's nice. These ladies are helping my mom try to find the church that I think they went to when she was a little child. And she just has a picture of it, but not exactly sure where. What'd she say?
On Wrocławska Street.
Slaska.
She said go back to the main street.
Okay.
There's a park there.
Okay.
You can park there and you'll see it.
Okay. What did you go in there for? What did they?
Because she's not from this town, but she
Oh.
can speak Polish.
Yep. And
Her mother
English?
knows the area, but her mother wasn't sure, so she said, let's go in there and ask them because they live here.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You know what was the wall on the other side too.
Yep. And the sun came out just in time.
I know. Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
When you think about it, my mom walked these very streets.
Yep. So it says, I believe according to Google Translate, that this wall is from the 14th century. is a defensive wall. Another defensive wall from the war. All right, so this whole area in Birthplace here used to be called Bernstadt in Schlesien, if I'm saying that correctly. And this was East Germany back before World War II. Yeah, I mean, this the wall over there, they were saying, was built in the 14th century. And then obviously over many hundreds and hundreds of years, it's been damaged during wars. You can see how on that sign, it said at the City Hall right there about how they tried to preserve the heritage of this area. And you can see like new buildings right behind it. But here, the defense wall still stands. All right, so when did Bernstadt turn to Poland then?
The end of the war, which would be 1945.
All right, so the end of the war in 1945. And when did you leave Germany then?
Well, we only lived here when I was an infant,
Okay.
and the war, like you see on TV with Ukraine, the buses that take the women and children out of the town.
Yeah.
And so we left here when I was just a few months old, and lived in West Germany until I was 8 when we came to America. Even if it's
Yeah, so this was the old Lutheran church, and this, okay. So this is the old Lutheran church where my mom was baptized.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right, so we're back at the hotel now, and I gotta say, I think that was a huge success. While it was emotional for my mom, I think just being there, knowing that that's where her mother walked those streets when she was younger, and then where my mom was baptized as well, being able to see that, I think that was, while emotional, hugely important to her. And so I'm glad that we were able to do it, and I'm glad that I was able to be there with her for it. So all in all, huge success. And I think now we're gonna go downstairs and probably get some lunch here in the area. And then from there, we're headed back tomorrow to Berlin, and then back to Copenhagen for 3 full days. So today we're headed up to Berlin, Germany, where we're gonna be flying out of there tomorrow to go back to Copenhagen, Denmark. We pretty much have a 100% charge because we were able to charge for free here at the hotel in the parking garage. So it should only be about a 3.5–4 hour drive to get back to Berlin. We'll be staying near the airport since we'll be flying out tomorrow, as well as returning the Tesla Model 3 long range that we had from Hertz to the Berlin airport. So we should just have 1, maybe 2 supercharger stops on the way back. We'll probably stop at the one about an hour outside of Wroclaw, as well as the one that's just south of Berlin. All right, so I'm gonna head over to my mom's room in a second, knock on her door, see if she's ready to head down to breakfast, and then after breakfast, we'll take off. All right, so just got done checking out of our hotel here, which was actually fantastic. It's called the Bridge M Gallery, Wroclaw. And we're getting ready to take off for Berlin. And let's see here. And we're right down here. We're headed up toward Berlin here to an airport hotel because we're taking off for Copenhagen again tomorrow. And so this is where we're gonna try to go to Birthplace, Germany. And we stopped there on the way down. we're gonna look at, it's 151 miles. We have 100% because the hotel here had free EV charging. So we should be good to go and only have to stop that one time on the way back. And our hotel actually by the airport in Berlin also has EV charging, but might stop just once before that if we need to at this one. But I'm gonna put that one in right now as the destination. Shows us getting there with 15%, which should be okay. But if there's any wind or anything like that, might be a little bit of an issue. I might actually end up stopping at the other supercharger just for a minute on the way, maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, just to be safe. I'll add that one just in case.
Now turn left onto Cardinal Bolesław Kaminka.
Looks like we have 45 minutes or so to get there, so I'll see you at that one. Can't pronounce it, so that one. That's where I'll see you.
Now your destination is on the left.
All right, so we just arrived at the Poland supercharger, which again, I will not attempt to pronounce. And then the next stop is gonna be Birthplace, Germany, which we stopped at on the way down. So it says right now we'd have 16% on arrival if we left, if we didn't even charge here. But I figured I'd just stop for 5 or 10 minutes, run to the bathroom if I need to, and then head on the way. So let's go get charged up. Charging complete. Oh, yeah, so I'm gonna have to move this up to 100 because it said charging complete because I was already at 84% and it was set to stop at 80% because it's a high usage supercharger. But I just moved that little arrow to the right to go to 100% and now it's charging. So like I said, it's 11:38 right now. I'm just gonna stick around for about 10 minutes and then take off. Orland gas station, that's where the supercharger is. I know it's hard to hear right now, but it's super windy. Yeah, there's KFCs and McDonald's in quite a few spots, but those are the only two American fast food joints that I usually see. But otherwise, yeah, just regular gas station. Lots of big wind turbines there in the background. And I wanted to put the drone up in this area, but yeah, it's way too windy. All right, so just went to the bathroom, came back, and it's already at 99%. So I'm gonna go ahead and unhook and then take off, and we should have plenty. It says that we will have 33% when we arrive at the Birthplace supercharger just south of Berlin. And then it's only, I think, a little bit from there onto the hotel. So we might not even have to stop at all since we have free EV charging at the hotel. I'll keep you posted, but let's take off. And for anybody interested, that charge was 22 PLN, which is the Polish zloty, which I just had to look up on my currency converter and comes to just over $5. All right, let's head off toward Berlin.
Start a little jog.
All right, so just left like 10 seconds ago, and notice that now it shows we'll arrive with 20%. It just showed like 33 right before we left. So that's odd, but I don't know. Usually it's somewhere in the middle and we'll make it up. But you can see we have...
In 1,000 feet, turn right to take the 5-slip road.
You can see we have 2 hours and 41 minutes, 155 miles. Just a little mid-drive update. It's got 1 hour and 20 minutes, 73 miles left. Says we'll arrive now with 19%, and we're currently getting around 296 watt hours per mile on this stretch right now. So shouldn't be too much longer, and we'll be near Berlin. Names look more German now than they did before.
They were.
They like down the Strasse.
Yeah.
Ended with. Then you won't see like the window.
What was that?
You just took a flash.
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, maybe it was a picture. Maybe we were speeding. I don't know.
It was a red light on a pole.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Probably speeding.
Now turn right onto Rickshaw.
Just about 5 minutes off the freeway.
Now your destination is on the right.
All right, so just arrived at the Birthplace, Germany supercharger. Arrived with 20%. Initially it said 33%, but then dropped to 20 like 10 seconds after we left the last supercharger in Poland. And then as far as the current drive, we were at 285 watt hours per mile. All right, so we just have the last stop, which is the hotel near the airport in Berlin. So I'm gonna get charged up and I'll talk to you guys one more time. All right, so just put in the address to the hotel near the airport since we're just staying for tonight and then flying out tomorrow back to Copenhagen. Looks like we'll arrive with 23% and it's only 34 minutes away. So almost completed with this little journey. And then, like I said, on to Copenhagen. Probably actually gonna go on Hook because our hotel does have charging and no reason to pay for it when I don't need to. So like I said, it says we'll have 25% when we get there. I just wanted to leave a little bit of a cushion just in case for some reason the charges were taken or something like that, then I can find somewhere else, but should be good to go. Oh, and I'm pretty sure when I went through that little town that I saw a flash as I went past kind of like a little traffic area, and I'm imagining I would think I was going like 5 kilometers an hour over, but I'm pretty sure I got a ticket right there. I think they just send it to Hertz and then I just take it from there. But what's ironic about that is like 5 minutes later, I was on the Autobahn where people are going like 130, 140 miles per hour. So you almost have to be more careful in the little towns. All right, yeah, we're up to 51%. I'm gonna go on Hook and then head off to the hotel. And let's take a look at that charge. Looks like 10 euros, 83 cents, and 285 watt hours per mile. All right, I'll see you guys at the hotel. All right, so just made it to the hotel here just outside of the Berlin airport and ended up getting here with about 35%. And so all in all, I think it was a pretty successful journey, and so really enjoyed it. I do have a couple takeaways from the trip and just driving through Europe in general. First thing I've noticed is that the roads are very clean compared to the United States. Almost no trash whatsoever. And specifically in Germany, the roads were in very good condition. Now, again, I don't know if these are just new roads, but it was basically the entire way down until we got into Poland. Very, very, very good roads. Almost no potholes, very smooth. And I guess you kind of need that for like the Autobahn. People are going by at 100, 120 miles per hour. And that's another thing. I've noticed that even people that are flying by, like if you turn on your blinker, they'll slow down and let you in. It doesn't matter if they're going like that fast or whatever. People seem to be, even if they're in a hurry, they're willing to help you out and be respectful to you as well, which is completely different than in the US. People are just like, screw you in the US and like, get out of the way. And like, it's totally different environment. Yeah, and also the left lane is definitely for high speed, no question. People are very good about getting over and passing and then getting right back over into the right lane. And that is, again, a far contrast from the US, where sometimes people just sit in the left lane and go slow, and they just end up causing all these backups. And it just makes a lot more sense to just only use the left lane to pass or for very high speed, and then otherwise just get to the right. And that brings me to the next thing I noticed, which is in Poland. Wow, those are some aggressive drivers. Pretty much like 20 minutes after we crossed over from Germany to Poland, people were like right on your ass, right behind you, going like as fast as possible. I mean, I had this girl sitting 5 feet behind my bumper for like 20 minutes. I mean, I waved her to go by. She didn't care. She was just sitting there. Yeah, like super aggressive drivers in Poland compared to Germany or the US even. I mean, I guess like Vegas, places like that have pretty aggressive drivers as well, but they're more aggressive and mean. These people are just like aggressive. They're just trying to get somewhere. They're not trying to be rude or anything like that. But I did notice that. And another thing I learned about Poland is, man, did Colonel Sanders do a number on you guys? Wow, there are KFCs everywhere. I mean, there were way more KFCs than I saw even McDonald's. But those are the two fast food chains that I saw the most. I just found that so funny that you guys just have so many KFCs there. But overall, the trip, there was a lot of rich history, obviously for my mom going back to where she was born, but just in general, there's a lot of old, rich history in this part of the world. It was very interesting to learn about, and I'm really glad that I got to do it and do it on a trip with my mom. But now we're on our way back to Copenhagen for 3 nights, and so really excited about that. We only got to spend 1 night here when we first got in, and that just wasn't enough. But as far as road trips, that's going to do it for this segment. But still a lot of adventures, lots of fun places to go visit. So thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next travel, quick tip, or review video. Thanks for watching. If you ever guys come to Copenhagen, definitely check out the Nijhaven restaurant. Probably some of the best fish and chips I've ever had. All right, so just got back to Las Vegas and just got into the car. It has been approximately 1 month since I left, and I got back. When I left, I had 88% on my Model Y. I got back and I have 85% on my Model Y. So in literally 4 or 5 weeks, I lost 3%. Now, of course, I did not have Sentry Mode on. I'm here in my storage unit that I got. No need for Sentry Mode to be on, which I'm actually going to go into right now, and I'm going to turn some of that stuff back on. I turned off the cameras and Sentry Mode. So let's go into safety, Sentry Mode on, camera-based detection, cabin overheat protection. I turned that off. I'm going to turn that on. All right, so that's pretty much everything. It was basically just Sentry Mode and camera-based detection. I turned those back on. We're good to go. Again, 85%. 3% battery loss in over 1 month. Pretty incredible. All right, well, I think that's about it. I am super tired after about 5 weeks of travel, so I'm off to bed. I'll see you guys in the next one.